Italian coach Carlo Ancelotti, the manager of Real Madrid, revealed what he told his players during the halftime break of their match against Borussia Dortmund on Tuesday evening. Real Madrid turned a 2-goal deficit into a 5-2 win in the third-round group stage match of the UEFA Champions League, played at the Santiago Bernabeu. In a television interview after the match, Ancelotti said, "The style, changing the system, and keeping good possession of the ball, we found the right formula in the second half." The coach further explained what he said to the players during the break. "I told them that they needed to speed up ball movement with good positioning and play crosses, with an emphasis on improving performance to achieve the desired result." Ancelotti continued. Talking to the players about a comeback with 3 goals wouldn't have been logical. It would have been like talking about a utopia. We discussed small details, as I mentioned, good passing and winning duels. The Real Madrid manager added, "We need to learn from what we did in the second half. Our goal is to start matches this way and not wait for the opponents to score first. I don't think my team can maintain this level of concentration for the full 90 minutes." A very surprising statement from Guardiola on Real Madrid's historic comeback against Dortmund. Bayer Leverkusen, the winners of the domestic double, the Bundesliga and the German Cup, last season, are preparing for the potential departure of their Spanish manager, Xabi Alonso, next summer, according to a news report. The official website of Sky Sports revealed today that Alonso, 42, is a candidate to manage either Real Madrid or Manchester City. The same source indicated that Manchester City, who have won the Premier League title in the last 4 seasons, have shown tangible interest in signing Alonso, especially with the uncertainty surrounding the future of their current coach, Pep Guardiola. Alonso's current contract with Leverkusen is set to expire in 2026, but the club's management is already searching for his successor. According to Sky Sports, Sebastian Hoeneß, the current manager of VfB Stuttgart, and Sandro Wagner, the assistant coach of the German national team, are the leading candidates to take over at Leverkusen if Alonso departs. Alonso led the club to their first ever Bundesliga title last season. Carlo Ancelotti's reaction and comments. "Real Madrid fans saw me as a man of my word." Former Real Madrid player Toni Kroos has revealed the details behind announcing his retirement from football at the end of last season. Kroos, 34, officially retired from football after playing with the German national team at the European Championship Euro 2024 last summer. In his first interview since retiring, conducted with the Spanish newspaper Marca, the German star shed light on how he informed his family and his coach Ancelotti about the decision. "In truth, it wasn't hard for my wife because it was a joint decision. At home, it wasn't surprising because we had spent months discussing it. My wife was happy that I'd be spending more time at home." He continued, "The hardest part was telling my eldest son, because I knew how much he enjoyed watching me on TV and in the stadium. He experienced a lot with me, attending 4 Champions League finals as a child that he will never forget. It was tough for him." Kroos spoke about the difficulty of informing his Real Madrid coach. "It was hard for me to tell Carlo Ancelotti because he expected me to continue and because our relationship was and still is excellent. He was my first coach here at Real Madrid. It wasn't easy to tell him, but everything in life has an end." He also revealed how he chose the right moment to tell Ancelotti. "It wasn't easy. I knew he wouldn't be angry, but he'd be a little sad. It wasn't an easy moment for me either because it marked the end of something very special." He added, "I tried to choose a good moment. I was lucky because we won La Liga with a wide margin, and I said, now is the time. There was a perfect moment between La Liga and the Champions League final. It would have been harder if we were competing for the La Liga title, as I didn't want this issue to come up before anything else." When discussing how he informed his Real Madrid teammates, Kroos said, "I did it one by one, because I hadn't spent much time with some of them, while I'd spent more time with others. And with some, my relationship was very close." He continued, "I wanted to inform everyone personally, but I didn't tell them all at the same time. I didn't want the news to come out on a website or in a newspaper before I shared it. I did it all within a day or two." He further explained, I told a few people before the news was made public because I deserved to announce it at the time I wanted. It was the same with the club. I informed them, and they told me to announce it whenever I wanted. Fortunately, nothing leaked before, and it was a genuine surprise. When asked about players trying to persuade him to reverse his decision, Cruz said, "The good thing is that, over these 10 years, everyone knows me well. They know that if I've made a thoughtful decision, there's no going back. They tried to convince me, but they knew it wasn't going to happen. I explained to them that I made the decision months ago, and I wasn't going to change it. It was a great conversation, but it wasn't easy." Regarding whether retiring at the peak of his career makes him a legend at the Royal Club, Cruz said, "That's not a question for me. Seeing the photos from my farewell day and the love I've received throughout these years makes me believe that I am a legend." He concluded, "The fans knew I was a man of my word. Many said they would retire at Madrid but didn't. I'm not criticizing them. But years ago, I said I would retire in Madrid, and I kept my promise. The fans saw that I truly love Madrid and that my word has value." Xabi Alonso, on the radar of Real Madrid and Manchester City next season. Real Madrid star fascinated by the Saudi League. Cruz reveals the behind the scenes of his retirement. "Real Madrid fans saw me as a man of my word." Xabi Alonso, on the radar of Real Madrid and Manchester City for next season. Carlo Ancelotti's reaction and comments after Real Madrid's comeback against Borussia Dortmund. But before we start the video, don't forget to share your opinion in the comments about Real Madrid's performance today. Do you think Ancelotti is really the right man for this moment? And if you're a fan of the Royal Club, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to get the news as soon as it...
Vâng, và trước khi tiếp tục video, thì các quý vị đang xem video thấy hay thì like, comment và đăng ký ủng hộ kênh với nhé. Một lần nữa xin chân thành cảm ơn quý vị rất nhiều.
After Real Madrid's comeback against Borussia Dortmund. In the press conference held after the thrilling match between Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund in the UEFA Champions League, Carlo Ancelotti, the coach of Real Madrid, expressed great pride in his team's performance, especially the fighting spirit they showed in the second half after trailing in the first half. Ancelotti said, "When you are 2 goals down at halftime, it is extremely difficult for any team. But at Real Madrid, we are used to dealing with such situations. The team did not lose hope and did not give up, and that makes me very proud of the players." On the first half and the intense pressure, Ancelotti discussed the first half, pointing out that Borussia Dortmund put in a strong performance and exerted intense pressure on his team. He stated, "In the first half, we suffered from the immense pressure that Dortmund applied. They played wonderfully and created many problems for us in midfield and defense. We couldn't impose our style as we like, which caused us to fall behind. But I always tell the players that matches are not decided in the first half. We must remain calm and work to turn things around in the second half." On what he told the players at halftime. Regarding what he told the players at halftime, Ancelotti revealed, "There was no magic or complicated tactical plans. It was all about belief. I asked them to stay calm and trust in their ability to come back. In such matches, what happened in the first half does not matter. What matters is how you respond. We have vast experience in handling pressure, and I know that these players can come back at any moment." He added, "I told them to play with more confidence, to try to control the ball better, and to take advantage of opportunities. A comeback is not just about luck or good fortune. It is about determination and high concentration throughout the match. Every player at Real Madrid knows the importance of fighting until the last moment." On the outstanding performance in the second half. In discussing the second half, Ancelotti did not hide his happiness with the inspiring performance the team displayed. In the second half, we saw a different team. There was tremendous determination and a desire to turn the score around. We improved significantly in ball possession and created many opportunities. The players showed an incredible fighting spirit, and that is what distinguishes Real Madrid. The team never gives up. Ancelotti confirmed that the comeback was not a coincidence but a result of teamwork and tactical discipline, saying, "Everyone played their role perfectly. The defense became more solid, the midfield controlled the play, and the attack effectively exploited opportunities. This comeback was the result of the entire team's work, and every player played a significant role in this moral victory." on the fans and their role in the comeback. Ancelotti also praised the fans for their substantial support during the match. He said, "The fans were fantastic today. Even when we were behind, they did not stop supporting us. This stadium and this atmosphere always give the players an extra boost." In the second half, it was evident that the players drew their energy from the continuous cheering from the stands. The fans are an essential part of this comeback. On the importance of a strong mentality at Real Madrid, Ancelotti affirmed that a strong mentality is what sets Real Madrid apart from other teams, saying, "This is not the first time we've come back from a deficit. It has happened many times in the past, and it is part of this club's identity. The team's mentality is what makes the difference. The players here know that things might not go as we want at the beginning, but they never lose hope. This ability to fight until the end is what makes Real Madrid a special club." He continued, "We have learned a lot from this match. Sometimes you need to face adversities to bring out the best in you. The players know that, and that's why they were determined to come back and achieve a positive result." On looking ahead to upcoming matches, in concluding his remarks, Ancelotti spoke about the future and what awaits the team in upcoming matches, stating, "This match will give us a significant morale boost for the upcoming games. We showed today that we are a team that can overcome any difficulties. We have big challenges awaiting us in the league and the Champions League, but we are ready for anything. We must continue to work hard and build on this excellent performance." The Italian coach confirmed that the primary goal is to maintain this fighting spirit until the end of the season. "If we continue to play with this mentality, we will be able to compete in all competitions. The team knows it can achieve a lot this season, and we must continue to work together to make that happen." What did Ancelotti say to you? Vinicius Jr.'s first comment after the hat-trick against Dortmund. Dortmund's coach admits his mistake against Real Madrid. What did Ancelotti say to the Real Madrid players at halftime? A very surprising statement from Guardiola on Real Madrid's historic comeback against Dortmund. But before the video starts, don't forget to share your opinion in the comments about what Real Madrid did yesterday against Dortmund. And if you're a fan of the Royal Club, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to receive the news as soon as it's released. What did Ancelotti say on Real Madrid's comeback? Guardiola described Real Madrid's comeback as one of the craziest moments in football, saying, "When you talk about illogical football, this match is the prime example. Scoring 5 goals in one half after being 2 goals down is something hard to believe. This is Real Madrid. We are used to this team that doesn't know the meaning of giving up." He also mentioned the strange feeling among the fans at halftime, saying, "At halftime, there was a lot of criticism of the team, and the fans seemed angry. But the strange thing is that it felt like everyone knew what was going to happen in the second half. This confidence that Real Madrid has is part of their identity. No matter the scoreline, you always feel they can come back." He added jokingly, "There's no team in Europe that wants to face Real Madrid when they're in this form. They've made every European team nervous because of their ability to come back from any deficit." On Real Madrid's mentality and fan pressure, Guardiola highlighted the role of the fans in this type of match, saying, "Playing at the Santiago Bernabeu has its own special character. Even when the team was behind, the fans never stopped supporting them. This spirit that the fans instill in the players makes them perform at their best, especially in the Champions League. The pressure this stadium can create on opposing teams is not to be underestimated." He continued, "The players know that there's a lot of pressure from the fans, but they also know that there is unlimited trust from their supporters. This balance between criticism and support is what gives Real Madrid their strong personality." On the impact of the match on other teams, Guardiola pointed out that this comeback will not only affect Real Madrid, but also other teams observing this performance. Every team in Europe now knows that Real Madrid cannot be underestimated. They've sent a clear message that they can come back from any situation and are always contenders to win the Champions League. He noted that other teams will approach Real Madrid with much more caution in future matches. European teams now understand that facing Real Madrid is not just a regular match, but a test of their ability to maintain focus throughout. A comeback like this makes any team rethink how to deal with Real Madrid. On Real Madrid's strength in the Champions League, Guardiola explained that what happened in the Real Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund match is nothing new for Real Madrid in the Champions League, saying, "Real Madrid has once again shown that they have an exceptional character in this tournament. We've seen this many times before. Even when it seems the match is slipping away from them, they come back strong. This mentality that Real Madrid possesses is what always makes them dangerous in the Champions League, no matter the circumstances." He added, "This great comeback isn't just the result of luck or coincidence. It reflects the spirit of the team, their tactical discipline, and the fighting mentality of the players. Real Madrid has accustomed us to these amazing moments, and it's part of their long history in this competition."